We are back again to talk about Xbox, and there's no soft way of putting it. Things might be getting even worse, but as we always do, let's break that all down up next. What's going on, guys? It's Kalo, and I'm here to give you the lowdown on all things gaming. And if you're new here, feel free to subscribe to this channel for weekly video game news content. Drop a like on the video, and welcome to the Weekend XP Share. Alrighty, so we're back in the saddle talking about Xbox, and their rather poor business choices, which nowadays, this isn't anything new, I guess. But what is going on today is this report from Jez Corden and Windows Central claimed that more Xbox first-party titles are in development for PlayStation. Now up front, I think this is a no-brainer, and I've said it before. They're gonna use these numbers they gathered off of games like Hi-Fi Rush, Sea of Thieves, and Grounded, and gauge if this move is worth committing to in the future. And just a few weeks later, we can certainly see that Xbox games are topping charts for the PlayStation Store. So yes, they're gonna do more of this. But by this new report, this project exists under the codename Latitude, which, hey, I guess that's a cool name, and that, quote, they're potentially obvious games you'd most likely expect. Now confirming some of my major suspicions, this new change of heart comes from Satya Nadella and Microsoft CFO Amy Hood. They apparently have this sudden mandate in place to increase every department's margins, and the company as a whole is taking a, quote, no red line approach to what games could help this cause. Now, this is the part of the report that quite honestly ticks me off, but one of the games that has been thrown out there, it's Halo. And to be clear, this isn't official by any means of the word that Halo is jumping ship to PlayStation. But Jez Corden brought up this point because it would make a ton of sense after a game like Sea of Thieves has been killing it on PlayStation platforms. And this could be a case where Xbox maybe expands the Halo Infinite multiplayer to PlayStation platforms, which, hey, I think that could go down in theory. But the reason why Xbox find themselves in this little pickle is because hardware sales have been going down 30% year over year. And I do think there are more factors at play here. But one of the things I really sounded off on in the past was a very inconsistent game lineup for games on Xbox. For every Hi-Fi Rush of the world that releases to critical acclaim, there are duds like Redfall, the messy launch of Halo Infinite, and Starfield, as much as I personally love that game, didn't live up to the numbers that Xbox set out for it, and especially to be a tentpole franchise for Xbox moving forward. And let's not forget, Xbox spent boatloads of money to acquire Activision Blizzard, and that move forced Microsoft's hand to get involved and be all in on gaming. And this is why I think we're seeing them meddle with Team Xbox. With all these layoffs, studio closures, like this report said, the line must go up. As a consumer, it's really not hard to see that Xbox is in a state of chaos right now. And more often than not, they've been playing catch up in almost every metric since the Xbox One. And now things have somehow gotten worse for the brand. Now that Microsoft's corporate outlook on life is looking to kill any and all goodwill or momentum that Xbox has built up ever since. Satya Nadella is even on record for saying he has, quote, no love for console exclusives. And that sentiment is echoing loud and clear ever since this all went down. But as a fan of Xbox, I haven't been in this much state of concern for the brand moving forward than I am right now. We are potentially looking down the barrel for our golden goose eggs being Halo, Gears of War, or maybe even Forza going over to PlayStation. That would practically eliminate the reason to buy the next Xbox moving forward, regardless if they launch a handheld or not. But as of right now, this is all just kind of vague, and nothing is official. Nothing is set in stone. But like I kept saying, somehow things are getting worse for Xbox. The future is looking very grim. I don't know how they're gonna do it. I don't know if they can do it. But with all that being said, I'm gonna pass this question off to you guys. What do you guys make of all this? Am I just being too loyal to Xbox, or is there valid concern here? Wow, I'm just looking back on everything I said. This kind of turned into gamer therapy. I'm sorry about all that, but that about does it here. I've been Kalo. I gave you the lowdown on all things gaming. And if you're new here, feel free to subscribe to this channel for weekly video game news content. Drop a like on the video, and this has been the Weekend XP Share.